Hi, Darin Mangum here, the PPM attorney. Today's video, I wanted to talk about regulation crowdfunding and more specifically Form C under regulation crowdfunding that's required to be filed with the SEC. I think a lot of clients are under the impression that all I have to do is fill out Form C, like a question and answer, fill in the blank, and I'm good to go. Now, even though the form has that option, okay, you can use a question and answer format. The form is also clear that, hey, this is not to just be used as a fill in the blank form, but is to be used as a guide in the preparation of an offering statement. Offering statement serves the same purpose of like a private placement memorandum serves under Regulation D, and that is to provide full and fair disclosure to investors of all the material aspects of the business and their investment. And so, the form itself, the SEC says be very careful and precise in answering all the questions. The management and its principal shareholders may be liable for any omission or misstatement. And so, again, to fill out this kind of form and to answer all these questions without the guidance of a securities lawyer is a little bit dangerous, in my opinion. Really, you should have a securities lawyer. I mean, even if it's not our law firm, a securities lawyer review it. And again, the offering statement is just not, it's a lot more detailed than it appears. Like the risk factors section of Form C, it's got 9 fill in the blanks, and it even says, this is, the fact that they even have blanks there is a little bit misleading, because then right after the blanks, like they're one-line blanks, and like you can really provide all the risk disclosure in nine single space lines is a little ridiculous. And again, it's meant to be a guide. It even says on the form that, hey, you should certainly be thorough and very specific as to the risks that your business is facing. And so, again, I found that sometimes a lot of crowdfunding portals that are helping the clients with regulation crowdfunding, they really, sometimes they provide assistance in this regard, but in a lot of cases they don't. They just assume that, okay, hey, we're just putting you up on our portal. You're responsible for the content of your filing, and so they're presuming that you've got good securities counsel to review it. And so, obviously, our law firm, that's what we do. We prepare disclosure documents, ranging from regulation crowdfunding to, Regulation D, private placement memorandums to, offering circulars under Regulation A. We've done full-blown S1 IPOs. So, really ranging the gamut. And, really the name of the game is disclosure, right? So making sure you've covered all the bases. And so, increasingly we've been doing more and more what we call side-by-side offerings. That is, we'll do a concurrent Rule 506C offering for accredited investors. And so they'll have its own PPM. And then for crowdfunding, the crowdfunding investors, for your non-accredited investors, will be we prepare an offering statement pursuant to Form C that are offered to non-accredited investors, and the SEC has taken the position that they're not going to integrate those offerings into one, but that they can be offered at the same time, as long as the investors are kept in separate buckets and separate offerings, and the rules are abided by. Then it's fine. So again, regulation crowdfunding, I talk in another video about some of the updates that hopefully are coming later this year to regulation crowdfunding, that's going to make it more and more accessible to investors and increase those limitations that are currently in place. But again, when it comes to the preparation of the actual offering statement, you definitely want to have some eyeballs on it. And it's worth it, right? Because you don't want to become personally, liable for any misstatements in the document. So not something to attempt at home or on your own. So anyway, be glad to help you if you're contemplating a regulation crowdfunding offering or a private placement memorandum of any kind. Feel free to reach out. My contact information is below, and be glad to help. Anyway, hopefully this video is helpful. If it's helpful to you, please consider liking or subscribing, or you can certainly share this as well. Anyway, we'll see you in the next video. Thanks.